All right, and I'm gonna preface this with, I am no makeup expert, nor do I claim to be. However, I have learned a few things throughout my time being a stylist with some of the new products we have. We were taught by some different makeup artists, and I had a lot of opportunity there. And TikTok. I mean, if you want to learn anything, go to TikTok. That's what I have learned. So I am going to start with first level is just a little bit, like what I do when I go out on the weekends, running errands or going to basketball games or things like that. So I'm going to start with super easy and super fast. Then I'm going to move to something more like work, and then I'll do like what you would do going out maybe. And I hate to admit the fact that I am now 40 plus. I've been 40 plus for a while, but I'm 40 plus. So apparently there's like different makeup for 40 plus. So who knew? Anyway, okay, I'm going to start. And I am obviously going to use some Color Street stuff, as well as I am holding out for us to come out with eyeshadow. Let me show you. Empty, almost empty, 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 almost empty, almost empty, almost empty. So this, I'm down to my least favorite colors, or the colors I use least in my eyeshadow. And then I also have some other colors here, but again, I've used all my favorites the most. But we're gonna use those. So I just get resourceful. Okay, so starting with just a super easy look that takes like less than 5 minutes. So here's a trick. So I'm gonna use our balms because they are easy and like super simple, can't go wrong, super easy. All right, you can do it all at once, but I'm gonna show you separately because I wanna show you where to put these things. So I broke my lid off my balm, but that's okay. So this is first our bronzer balm that we have, and this is good for pretty much any complexion. So it's versatile and multifunctional. Now I always thought you put it like right here underneath your cheekbone. That is not the case for those of us who want to lift up your look. So you just put a little bit on your finger and you're gonna feel where that indent is right here, and you're gonna go right above that. So you're gonna feel your bone right there, and you're just gonna go just like that. So I'm gonna do it on this side, just like that. So that is going to give us the definition and the lift that you're looking for. So it gives you that, I'll show you here just a second. I actually should do just one side. So I'm gonna just do one side and I'll show you the difference. I have my makeup wipes handy. Okay, so I'll let that dry. All right, once you do that, then you know where to put the blush balm. So this is next, and I'm gonna go right above that. So now I'm up even further, and you're not doing this right here. I thought you do like the apple, like right here, but no, not for my age apparently. So you're just gonna rub that in, just like that. And I always find it's a little darker when I first put it on because of me rubbing my face, so it will lighten as it sets. All right, then this is my highlighter balm. I moved on to my second one. So this is my second one, brand new one, because this is like my favorite stuff. And then you're gonna go right above that with some of your highlighter balm. And you can actually go right along here too. I'm doing the super simple one, so that's all I'm gonna do with that on my cheek. And then I like to put just a little bit right above here. Oops, that's right, I'm not doing that side. It's like habit. Then I'm going to add some, I have to get this out. Mascara, of course, our amazing mascara that we have. Now, I like to do 2 coats. So you're gonna put it down at the base, you're gonna wiggle and swoop up. And you don't want to go out like this. I have a tendency of going out, but you want to go straight up because you can see it pulls up your eyelashes. I can see better in my big mirror, so that's like 1 coat at the top and then a little bit at the bottom. Then I still like to use the hairdryer trick. So I share this in a reel, but love to use the hairdryer trick. So go back and forth with cool so it doesn't burn my eyeball. And I turn it on high. The great part about that is it dries it and it curls it up. So you're gonna get like both of those benefits. So then once I do that, I'm gonna give one more coat straight up. So the base and wiggle it up. So all of our makeup is clean, vegan, gluten-free, which I love the fact that it doesn't have chemicals in it. It's been ophthalmologist tested. Our mascara has been. So this stuff is great stuff. It doesn't flake, which is huge because all the mascara I've ever worn flakes. And then I like rub my eyes, and with having glasses, I'm always having issues with like smudging my glasses because I'm like trying to wipe my eyes. So I love that I found something that doesn't flake. That honestly is the biggest thing for me. That, and it lifts, it thickens, and it lengthens. And you can't really find a lot of mascara that does all three. And it's silky when it goes on. So there's that. Then just top it off with some lip balm. And sometimes, so you can see, I should have just done half my lips. Probably won't work now. Because it gives you a nice tint on your lips. You can kind of like watch it change. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of extra balm if I'm feeling a little pale, and I'll just put a little bit up here. Just to give me a little bit, and maybe just a little bit right down here at your jawline. So that is like my weekend look. So, you know, if I don't want to put a whole lot of time and effort into it, it's that easy. So you can kind of see how this side looks more lifted than this side. And of course, I mean, I wish I had a facelift, but you know, besides that. So that is my super easy 5-minute, just getting ready to walk out the door kind of thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my work makeup, and actually I will do it on the other side here. So we're gonna go again right here. I'm gonna try to even it out just a little bit. Now, a couple extra things that I do with this is I will do my hairline again, but then, so to narrow your nose, I always thought you put it on the sides of your nose, but you don't. You actually put it a little bit more towards the top because it gives the impression or the idea that you have a thinner nose. So that's where you put it. Then you're gonna give yourself a little bit down here at the jawline, which will give you a little bit of shadow. I wish this was more like that, but since it's not, I don't do Botox or anything like that. And then just blend it in. If you have one of these little guys, you know, that's fine. You can use that. I tend to just use my fingers, but since I have it handy, and then just blend this up. You want to blend it up, not down, up, 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 because we want to lift everything up, right? And then blend this. This is not blending up. I have a little bit drier skin on my nose, so there's that. I actually have a shadow there too, so it's not all the bronzer, but then I'm gonna go and finish up this side with my blush. So right above where I put that bronzer, I'm gonna put blush. I'll use the other side of this little guy. Blend it up. It's nice because you can layer it. So I'm light complected, so I only need one layer, but you can do more than one layer. You can like build on it. But if you notice, I have nothing right here. And I think that's why it like lifts it up. Then I'm gonna use the highlighter balm again. And that goes right here. Just like that. And then you're gonna go right down your nose like this, which helps finish that illusion of your thinner nose. Now, some people like to put it right here. I do not. I don't like that dewy, weird look here on me. It looks good on other people, but to me, it just looks like I'm sweating. So I don't do it there. But but I do put just a little bit on the part that sticks out of my head, my forehead. Okay, so that is the base of it. Now, the eyeshadow. So, eyeshadow, apparently there's a thing, you know, like different ways that can make a big difference. So you want like a fluffier, longer brush, apparently. So I have hooded eyes, which I think a lot of us as we get older have hooded eyes, and some people have them, you know, younger. So it can be a thing. I never even knew it was a thing. I just thought it was my eyeballs. So whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to start with a light color. So I'm just going to use this light color right here. You can use a shiny color if you want. If I'm doing my work look, I'm probably not going to do shiny. Sometimes I do. And just do the whole eyebrow. Just go all the way up. Then you're going to take your darker color. So this is what I do anyway. So you're going to take your darker color. Now, I used to think you just like go in that half moon right there, but you don't. You actually go out further than that. So I'm going to go, and it's actually a good idea to start with your eyeshadow if I would not have already done my first look, but you want to go above that. Because if you don't, when you like let your eye relax, it disappears. So I got to make sure I did that correctly. Because I might have went a little overboard. So I'm going to try that again. See, I'm not an expert by any means. And it's a little harder when I'm looking in the phone. Okay. Then I just like to lighten it up just a little bit. It's okay if you go up a little bit far because I'm going to show you how to fix that. And I went a little darker than I normally do too, just so you guys can see. So then go above, and you want to be down on the brush like further. And just go on the inside of your eyelid. And again, go up, because that way when I relax my eye, you still see that there's color there. Then, this is the part I get most nervous about, then just go a little bit inside like this. At least you can't see me up close, right? You can't see my complete mess ups. So this is why I like to do it first. Do my eyeshadow first, because sometimes it makes a little mess on your cheeks. All right, and then next I'm going to pull that balm back out. So my highlighter balm, this, so it looks even to me in the mirror, but it looks a little uneven in here. So trust me, it's even. And I'm going to pull out some of my highlighter, and it's going to go right up here. And then I like to put just a little bit on the inside, which really like brightens your eye. So I can come down a little bit so you can see how it like gives it a little bit of brightness and kind of lifts it versus this one. So just a little bit here, a little bit up here. Then, so if it goes past your eyelid, you want to take care of that and fix it. Again, another reason it's a good thing to do this first. Just like that. So that gives you just a little bit of color on your eyelids. All right, so I'm gonna even out because I feel weird. Like you can totally tell the difference between when I wear mascara and when I don't. So mascara is a must. Which I think I need to move that just a little bit. Okay. Feels really weird doing this in my phone, especially when I know there's other people on the other end. Try not to poke myself in the eye because I do tend to do that. But start at the base, wiggle, swoop, and go up. Not sideways. I'm pretty sure I train my eyelashes to go that way because that's what I always do. I'm like, I pull out with it. So hold on. It's a great look when I do that too. All right, another layer. I don't tend to always wear eyeliner to work, but sometimes I do. But I'm not going to show you the eyeliner because I'm going to show you that in the next step. Okay, so let me think really quick. What else do I do? All right, so lips, I'll do a little bit more for my lips when it comes to work, usually. Now, this is an interesting tip I learned too. So when you outline your lips, not your eyes, your lips, you want to go outside the lip line, which I'm sure you probably have heard, but not too much because I don't like that fake look. So just try to go a little bit above, but don't finish it off over here because that will make your lips look smaller. So you want to just like kind of stop here when it comes to lining your lips. So right now I'm using Color Street's, this is Sultry, which is one of my favorites, and then just go a little low. But again, go out a little bit and not finish it on the sides. Then I'm going to use just my lip oil. So this Bare mixed with the lip liner gives it just a little bit darker of a color, which I like. And if you have not tried our lip oil, it really is amazing. It is so conditioning and silky smooth. All right, so I'm gonna wipe this off though because I don't always want a darker color in there. Sometimes I like to just wear it bare. Okay. So this is pretty much my work look, though my hair's a little fluffy and crazy right now. And I have a weird perk going on. But anyway, that gives you an idea of what like the general work look is. So next step, this is kind of fun. So I did this today and I got lots of compliments on my eye makeup. So I'm gonna start over, which gives me anxiety because again, eye makeup is what scares me. Like I tend to either nail it or I look like, you can imagine what I look like. So I'm gonna take off just my eyeliner because I'm not gonna redo all of it since I already showed you that, because it's truly just about the eye and the lip color that you choose when it comes to having something a little more dramatic. Okay, so while I let that dry, I think I mentioned in a post this week maybe that when I'm feeling like kind of icky and if I put on a dark lipstick, it really tends to make things pop, which is really kind of crazy. It's kind of like counterintuitive, it seems, that when you put something on like really dark and draws attention, it makes you feel better, but it kind of takes away from all the other random stuff I wasn't feeling very confident about. Like my hair was crazy and I felt really pale. Like some days you just feel pale. So if I'm doing like all out, even like a foundation, I use a BB cream. This is my favorite. It's Rimmel. I don't even know if they still sell it. I have to like look really hard to find it when I need it. And I don't use enough of it and I'm pretty sure it's expired, but well, it hasn't killed me yet, I guess, right? It's just my skin. And also just to let you know, so my skin routine, I can be happy for the fact that I had acne as a child. So I still get my Adalbeline, which I just use now primarily to help with the wrinkles. But it's covered by my insurance now because I've used it for so long. Then in the morning, I use that. I use Mary Kay Time Wise Pore Minimizer. And I use the Time Wise Age Minimizer SPF 30 Day Cream. So that's my like morning routine. And then at night, I skip the Adalbeline. I go with the Pore Minimizer. I go with the moisturizer. And then I put the extra emollient night cream on, which people are shocked that I put this on because it is like that, like emollient for sure. But my face is so soft in the morning and obviously it doesn't make me break out. So it really does the trick. So those are my favorite, like, that's all I do for my face, honestly. Okay, now that this is dry. So I'm gonna start with eyebrows. So this is something I learned. So, you know, you can take, I'm actually gonna show you. So you can take, you know, some dark powder, put it on, and have an eyebrow. However, I feel like that doesn't look very natural. It's like, I don't like it. So what I learned is if you brush it up, I tend to have long eyebrows, and then you just kind of brush it in like this, in the same direction as your eyebrows. And keeping longer eyebrows, apparently, which I should have mine longer than what they are apparently. They should go in further because it makes your eyes look wider. But if you can tell the difference, this one looks much more natural than this one. This one looks kind of painted on, and this one looks a little more like regular eyebrows. That's my thought. So I like this better. It's still a little more, you know, more brown than I'm used to, but it's nice if you're going for that dramatic look. I'm gonna lighten this one up a little bit. We'll see when it dries if they look the same or if I need to touch that up a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna start with eyeshadow again. I'm gonna go with something a little more shiny this time. So I'm gonna clean my brush. If you don't have one of these are really great. So you just like do this and it gets the color off. Interestingly, I'll show you what it looks like underneath. That's what it looks like underneath. That's how much eyeshadow and gunk I got off of my brush by using it. Obviously, I don't clean it very often. Do not use my hygiene habits for makeup. However, I do update my mascara every 3 months or when it runs out, whichever comes first. Okay, moving on to the eyeshadow. So my favorite eyeshadow here is just about gone, but it's this shiny kind of silvery color, and I'm gonna go all over with that. So it's just kind of a nice base and goes all the way up to the top. Then I am going to move on to something a little more gray, because I do tend to like the blacks for, especially if I'm going out. Yeah, like I go out a lot. Anyway, you know. Okay, so then again, you're gonna just kind of go this way, but not too far in. And actually, so there's this little trick. I should have done this. Hold on. I'm gonna use my little cleaner again. We'll go up. This does actually the same kind of trick, but you want kind of that line. Again, it lifts things up. So if you use paper or some sort of straight edge and you put it on like this, and you kind of go, feels so weird to go up above that brow line, but like that, you have like your line. So I'm gonna try this again over here and make it a little more even. Even's one of my challenges because I feel like I have better ability on this side than that side. Okay, so you have like that lift, which kind of gives you the impression of like the cat eyes, which we'll get to that. Okay, now I'm gonna use this like silvery color on the inside and just kind of blend that in. I'm still gonna use my highlighter to lighten everything up, but I'm gonna get the dark color in first. I'm a little uneven still, hold on. Now, I didn't say that the party look is the easiest look. But there, okay. It's kind of fun that just any straight edge will give you that like lift. All right, next, let's see, what am I doing next? I am doing eyeliner next. All right, so eyeliner. Gel eyeliners work well, which I'm gonna tell you, which we have coming up very, very soon. But apparently, as someone who is 40 plus again, you want the thinnest of thin eyeliner lines when it comes to like underneath. So using your, what is it, waterline? Which I feel like it's gross to have someone watching me do this. But you put it there. And you can kind of tell, don't get distracted by my lines here. But you can tell like how this eye looks a little bit bigger than this eye because of just the line underneath. So again, I swear it looks better in the mirror than it does on the phone, but maybe it's the angle. So do that. Then, so the wing, took me a couple tries. So if you try it and you're like, okay, this is crazy. So when you're doing this, you have to work with the fact that if you have a hooded eyelid, you have to work with the fact that it's there. You can't ignore it. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull just a little bit and you're going to go out, not up, but out, right straight across, like you can see right straight across where my line was for my eyeshadow. Hi.
Hey, Mama.
Then I am going to go in here and I'm going to start a small line right across here. Now I have you guys watching me and Austin watching me. And I'm going to just connect it right along here.
Mom, will you be done before I have to go to bed?
Yes. I'm almost done actually.
Oh, okay.
So you can leave it there. Nope. Say hi.
Said it.
I don't even know what that's.
Ohio State rules.
Okay.
Go Bucks.
Okay.
Michigan.
Get. He's so crazy. Okay. So if Austin Meyer.
Sorry.
All right. So go out, across, and then you're going to connect this to give it just a little more. Okay, so you can kind of see a little bit better further away where it like lifts up your eyes. Looks way better in my mirror than it does on the camera, I swear. So I'm gonna just blend this just a little bit because it's a little more than what I'm used to. I'm gonna add my highlighter balm. So the cat eyes aren't that hard and they really do like make a difference. It's kind of fun. Actually, I gotta fix this one. It didn't go out far enough. Then if you mess up, you just use a Q-tip. Use the age-old trick like that, which I'm sure is super sanitary. Connect this down. Like I said, this eye is just my harder eye. I don't know why. You go out, not up, because as your eyes close, it just works. It works. Okay, I'm gonna add one more coat of eyeshadow. I'm gonna add just a little bit more highlighter and my lipstick, and then we will have my finished look. So you're not gonna look at people like this. So you don't have to worry about the fact that, okay, this maybe doesn't look perfect. I'm gonna just fix this point just a touch. It would help if my eyeliner was a little sharper, I guess. There, that's better. See? Okay, now I'm gonna add my bronzer or my highlighter balm to add that lift, especially up here and in here. Because I can tell you, like looking in the mirror right now, it looks like I have fake eyelashes, which is awesome. Like, I mean, they look real but fake. So it just kind of gives that look that I like paid like $100 for my eyelashes. So anyway, there's that. Then lastly, my lips. So I'm gonna go, I am going to go with one of my favorites when I go out, which is actually a little more subtle. This is Stardust. This is my very favorite. So I'm gonna go with a lighter color. So this is gonna be Darling. No pull, please. Maybe I'm not, maybe I lost it. I've traveled a lot with these, so maybe I used that one up, I don't know. Maybe I lost it. I don't think I wanna use this one. This one's a little too peachy for me. So you know what, we're gonna skip the lip liner this time, but this is Stardust. It's a diamond dusted lipstick, so it has just a little bit of shimmer. And again, it looks a little more, it's not as dark as some of the colors that I wear, but it works well because I have a lot going on right here and a little less going on right there. So when I put my hair down, it all looks a little more natural. My hair is still a wild mess, but pull a little bit back. Not with a clip normally, but you know, whatever. If I choose to, I can wear my glasses. Actually, you know what, before I let you go, I'm gonna show you one other thing. So we also have powder highlighter, which is kind of fun. So if I'm gonna do like, you know, like I said, those nights out that barely ever happen. So this one is called Dreamer. And you can kind of go back over where you had put your highlighter before. And it gives it just a little bit of sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. Now we have an even sparklier one, which I can show you. But again, in my travels, I dropped it. But I didn't want to get rid of it, right? So put it in a baggie. Hold on. It's a hot mess. See? It's a total hot mess. Like I told you would see tonight. Because that's me. Shoot, maybe this one isn't the sparkly one. But this is my hot mess. I'm gonna put that back in the bag. I think I just need to get rid of it. I'll get another one. All right, well, let me try one more thing. Maybe it's one that isn't broken that I was talking about. I don't know. Anyway, we have a sparklier one, but you can kind of see the sparkle a little bit on this one. But yeah, that is my going out look. Probably minus the glasses, and I need to do my roots, but you get the idea. So that's how you do it. It's easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I swear to goodness. Also, I can share, so like my hair routine, just sharing that, because I know a couple of people have asked me that in the past, but it looks a little like garbage right now, but I think it's because I'm trying a different product. But what I do, I wash it, I use, you know, whatever kind of curly shampoo is on sale that week. Then while it's still wet, I put in a curl cream. So this is my favorite. This one's my favorite. This is Herbal Essence Curl Cream, which used to be like $4 and now it's like $8, like everything else. Then I decided to try this to see how it worked, and I do not like it near as much. It makes my hair look kind of straw-like, so I would not recommend this, but I have to use it now because it was $8. Then I put it up in my hair thing that I've had forever, my like microfiber cloth, for a little while I do my makeup. Then I put in this, get it on Amazon. Make sure it's still wet enough. If not, you just need to spray it, which I don't know where the sprayer is. I think the kids took it from me. And then after that, I put in some of this, and then I diffuse it. Don't touch it, don't touch it, diffuse it. And then you can kind of smush it up a little bit. I'm due for a haircut, so I think that's part of my problem too, is it's like uneven right now. And I'm also doing a little bit different, my hair wants to do a little bit different part because it used to be here. but it doesn't want to do that anymore. So that's my hair routine. That's about all. That's about it. So hopefully maybe you learned a couple things. But our makeup really is amazing. It's all clean. It's all vegan. It is all cruelty free. And it's safe, which is a really great thing. So that's one thing that Mr. Park really wants, is all of our products to be safe for you, for the environment, for, you know, forever. So that's one really, really cool aspect to our makeup.